reason to feel good. It's good to have to know that. It's some feel good shit. It's a reason to feel good shit. It's some feel good shit. It's a reason to feel good shit. We live our lives misunderstood shit. Don't need no reason to feel good shit. It's some feel good shit. It's a reason to feel good shit. We live our lives misunderstood shit. Don't need no reason to feel good shit. Hey yo, shut up the misfits who don't fit into shit. But still click up even if it don't end up clicking and shit. The journey got bits that are worse and others look better and shit. The fact of the matter is your perspectives end up prophetic and shit. A lot of who we are really won't ever amount to any shit. Historically speaking, we won't exist at all. For all we know, they ignore the Beatles for some shit. We make our meaning with our feelings to this shit. We build this shit. So feel good, cause this our shit. And it's some shit. It's some feel good shit. It's a reason to feel good shit. We live our lives misunderstood shit. Don't need no reason to feel good shit. It's some feel good shit. It's a reason to feel good shit. We live our lives misunderstood shit. Don't need no reason to feel good shit. Happiness being sold by the lonely and shit. It's crappy when the words of a soul just end up shit. Yeah, we all from a delusional era where charlatans preach that shit. We believe that shit because we really need that shit. Deep down inside our souls, we see our potential for shit. And if the sun's never shining, then it's only grief and the darkest of shit. I maintain my faith, we gon' see better days in this shit. Manifest some new shit, find beauty in the struggle as we find a way to good shit. It's some feel good shit. It's a reason to feel good shit. We live our lives misunderstood shit. Don't need no reason to feel good shit. It's some feel good shit. It's a reason to feel good shit. We live our lives misunderstood shit. Don't need no reason to feel good shit. It's some feel good shit. It's a reason to feel good shit. We live our lives misunderstood shit. Don't need no reason to feel good shit. It's some feel good shit. It's a reason to feel good shit.
We just hit hard, wiped everybody out, and disappeared as soon as we could.
My guns fly on the campus, this grimy hat. Pocket Boulevard, give me that. I see time pass, them Friday snacks is in these hands. They hate it, but love what the game is at. Each badge for those who want change, but ain't playing those. Ain't who I am, it's what I am, I'll take a stand. But you know about pouring out that soul. I seen people come, then I watch them go. I see new ones replace each role. See me in the corner, I'm anti-social. Overwhelmed like ADHD brain, trying to maintain when they feel insane. Watch them gas and flame the truth like you are target for the hate. They so grimy, they cap for days. People believe what they say when they tell the tale so great. It's cool to emulate. My style of ego had to rigor mortis for my Pulitzer Prize. I'm here to get what's mine, visualize wild, so my prophecy come to life. High esteem, feel divine. She worship Madonna style like a prayer. We both find the light in the middle of the night. But you know about pouring out that soul. I see people come, then I watch them go. I see new ones replace each role. See me in the corner, I'm anti-social. But you know about pouring out that soul. I see people come, then I watch them go. I see new ones replace each role. See me in the corner, I'm anti-social. Used to crave approval, now it's prove what to who though. Now it's luxury driven moves because I deserve it. I do. Now it's lovely how she loved me, how she hold me. This one know me and she showed me how to social, cause she glowing when we growing. But you know about pouring out that soul. I see people come, then I watch them go.
What's up, everyone? We are back with another week of our perspectives. Hi, Chris. It's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well over there in the South
CC, what up,
Shore
though?
of Montreal. Yeah, we out here and we're gonna do a little quick one talking about Kanye West's or KKKanye's outfit at the DJ Akademiks interview. My name is Holden Stefan Roy, and I'm
Lady
here.
Bro Flacco in the building.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're going to do this, and just a reminder, we're not going to be back next week because I'm going to be coming in from Aruba, and we're not going to be out this week. But yeah. So I have actually very little
Kanye
intel
in
on this one.
KKK hoodie. The truth is, he already wore this outfit. He wore this outfit in the Black Skinheads video when he wore black KKK Klansman hoodies in that video.
I mean,
Yeah,
contextually, it
man.
might be a little different, though, because, like, the song.
I mean, contextually, it's different in the fact that he wasn't saying the things that he was saying now back then.
Right. I mean, the song was like it kind of made sense with the song's like subject matter to take that imagery and flip it. Whereas, from what I understand, he pulled up a DJ Akademiks' interview, made them heavily redacted, or at least edit out a bunch of shit, and then he just said a bunch of wild stuff and wore the black Klansman things. I don't really know much else about it except at this point, Kanye is clearly. I don't even know what it is anymore. Like like nobody stops him from doing anything. Probably because he's rich and people want his money. Like I hear similar kind of stuff about Elon Musk, how he stocks his boards with people who are just effectively on his payroll, so everybody just kind of lets him do what he wants because
It's
he's the
that
money
there's
bag.
Akademiks wants to get the look of interviewing Kanye more than he wants to tell Kanye what's right and what's wrong. And Kanye knows that. He knows not to sit with anybody like Sway, who will contest something that he said. Even though I wouldn't necessarily say Sway is like the best interviewer. But still, the point is, he contested him once upon a time, and that ended up going viral. But you don't have the answer, Sway. Nah, I mean, Kanye definitely doesn't want to be contested and is making sure that everybody around him is the people who co-sign everything that he says. And then if you do have anything to say against him, if you do it in the media, he gets upset and lashes out anyway. Like he did with Jay-Z's children, John Legend, Pusha. He was just lashing out at a bunch of people. He said in that interview that he shouldn't have never had kids with Kim. And DJ Akademiks at one point tries to like mention to him, you know, some people would say that he's not being accountable for putting babies in Kim, right? Like if he didn't want to have children with Kim, he shouldn't have had children with Kim.
Right.
And he said in the interview that he knew 20 minutes into meeting her that he shouldn't have kids with her. But then you still had kids with her, bro. You know what I mean? So like my thing is just like I don't make excuses. I tell people this all the time. My favorite thing to say is I don't make excuses for myself. So I'm definitely not gonna make excuses for somebody I don't know, a famous person. You know? That's like the weirdest shit in the world to
But
me.
even to that end, it's just it doesn't even make sense what he's doing at any level up front. Like from what I saw briefly in an article, when asked about why he's shitting on Virgil, his response was, "I'm evil." Like The guy is a 47-year-old billionaire walking around like a giant toddler. Just
He's not a billionaire.
not anymore. He's back to a millionaire.
I mean, he was never a billionaire. His company was worth billions of dollars. That doesn't make
Okay, yeah,
him
valid.
a
No, super
billionaire.
valid.
That like there's a difference between an evaluation for how much a company is potentially worth if somebody were to come in and buy it and what you actually have in your personal bank account. Those are two totally different numbers. And he just always fooled everybody with the whole like, oh, I'm a billionaire because my company's valued at being billion, worth like I think it was 5 billion or something like that. And it was like, yeah, Yeezy, the company that makes sneakers that Adidas sold, is worth that because those sneakers are selling so well that your company's valued at being worth billions of dollars. But you yourself in your personal bank account are not in the billions of dollars. You still have to pay out people, and you're not. You don't have $5 billion in your bank account, in your personal bank account. Kanye, stop that. So,
But
yeah, no.
Okay, so he's still rich as fuck, paying a lot of people.
Yeah, rich as fuck. I mean, relatively speaking, right? Like he's not as rich as fucking Elon Musk, or he's not as rich as what's his name behind Amazon, Jeff Bezos. He's he's not
No.
that rich.
But those guys also don't like behave the way he does. Even Elon's more restrained than Kanye.
Elon does. Nah, Elon does. Elon's hailing Hitler. People aren't saying shit about it.
No, people
People
said shit,
excused
but
it away.
not a lot of. I saw a lot of. I have a lot of Jews on my shit though, so. There.
I mean, I don't know. I also saw the gentleman in charge of the Jewish Defamation League excusing away Elon Musk's hail at Hitler. So it's like, yeah, you might personally know some Jewish people personally who were offended by Elon Musk doing that, but the guy in charge of the Defamation League, who goes after every black rapper that says even anything remotely close to being like what he would view as anti-Semitic, he goes after every black rapper, but then he doesn't go after Elon Musk. It's just like, okay, I guess when it comes from a South African white guy, you don't got a problem with it. But if Nick Cannon says that black Jewish people are the first Jews and are actual Jews, you have a hissy fit and you ask him to apologize on national TV. Kind of weird to me. You know what I mean? We got one billionaire who's like fucking hailing Hitler on fucking stage at the president's inauguration. And the Jewish Defamation League is like, nah, no big deal. The Romans did this once upon a time. And then a black guy says, oh, black Jews are the only real Jews. And you're like, the sin, how dare you say something like that? It's anti-Semitic. Apologize now.
I definitely don't think that they're the best people, the Anti-Defamation League. They're another lobby group that's just part of this corporate structure of rich motherfuckers doing rich people shit. Arguably, they make money the same way Kanye's trying to make money off of the headlines and the shock value and everything else. So, like, I guess maybe it's also like we have our lobbying is more subtle. Like at best we get YouTube ads and shit. Like we don't have the same kind of like figurehead lobbying and people crying in the streets. So just out here it just doesn't feel the same when you have that kind of shit going on. Like we don't really have an anti-defamation league that speaks loudly and anyone cares about up in Canada. It might exist. We just don't know about it or we don't care about it. But yeah, so I don't know. I feel like I hear your point. I do think they're making some silly shit, and I don't know. Elon's a weird thing because like leaders of countries are dependent on him for the internet, and that's a scary fucking prospect that people would like accommodate him to the level. Although, apparently when presidents tell him to fuck off, all of a sudden he stops talking shit about them. And because he does really want to be in a lot of these countries, but he's a scary guy. But Kanye, like, I don't know, Elon at least has like something that he does, like, for everything shitty about Elon, Starlink is pretty incredible, like, as a technology and product. Like, the way it brought internet everywhere to everyone is pretty fire. And love or hate Tesla, they are like American man. Like, he does something, and so he's kind of a megalomaniac. But like, Kanye is an entertainer, where like,
I mean, Kanye was producing shoes in America that were American made, bringing jobs into America.
he
As a
stopped
black
doing
man,
that.
yeah, he stopped doing that because he stopped manufacturing shoes. With Yeezy when the Adidas deal fell through. But he was,
Which is fair, but he
I don't know.
also
I
wasn't
don't know.
quite
I'm
as
not
derailed as
so
he is
like,
now.
yeah, I'm also not so like hype on like giving Elon any type of props. Like, there's a guy that, again, hails Hitler, um, definitely leans racist, right? Is anti-black in all his beliefs. Um,
He also is pretty much on ketamine half the time. And like, there's a lot of bad
I
shit.
mean, I don't know. But
That's
you know,
I listened to a couple of political podcasts where they like Elon's boards snitch on him. So like, his behavior gets talked about a lot in terms of his drug use and shit like that. But not that I really care that much, but it is a little concerning if one of the guys that's besties with Trump is on ketamine to that extent.
for sure. For sure. I mean, but whatever. This isn't about Elon. It's about Kanye,
No.
right? Point being, Kanye wore the KKK regalia from his Black Skinhead video. He down disrespected John Legend, Pusha T, Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z. He was trying to defend Drake, but people were saying this is the worst co-sign Drake could have possibly ever had. So it's kind of like him co-signing Drake is like him dissing Drake, right? Like, even when he wasn't talking shit about somebody, he's doing them a disservice because he's in KKK regalia. Like, you don't take the compliment of a KKK Klansman seriously.
No.
It's almost like this bad for business. This just as bad as him disrespecting all those other people.
Well, if anything, it's worse because at least being disrespected by a Klansman is being disrespected by a Klansman. So it's like, all right, but being
No
praised
big
by a
deal, right?
Klansman is like, oh, I don't know
Yeah.
if I like this. I don't know if I'm doing something right. It's like when you find out.
Yeah.
Some,
People are definitely, I mean, that's what people are saying. The point being, Kanye did all that. Do you have a take on all this, Holden?
I just think it's fucking gross, to be honest. Like, I could even empathize with where he was kind of going with the Hitler shit on the Alex Jones podcast, because if you really listen to what he had to say, he had convoluted points, and I can appreciate the shock art value of trying to reappropriate the actions of white people and flip it. It was definitely a stretch, but I could kind of get where he's coming from. This is just being a dick. Like, this is just like he's hurting or something. Like, it looks like he's really hurting. He feels betrayed, or he's in that mood or something. And he's just decided to be like, well, if I'm the villain, I'm going to go do all the worst things possible in like this really self-indulgent kind of way. And I don't know if he's going to snap out of it and be apologetic and regretful or stuff, but at this point, like, there's no way he doesn't know what he's doing. Even if he he's off his rails. Like, he knows what he's doing and he's still choosing to do it, or at least ignoring any good reason in his life. And it's really hard for me to, like, I didn't even listen to the new album at all because it's like, I just don't care. Like, everything about him feels gross at this point, given his current, like, especially with the Super Bowl thing. Like, I was just so extra. Like, this just feels like icing. Like, at this point, if we're mad, it's like, okay, he's just gonna keep doing fucking more racist KKK Nazi shit. Like, he's just gonna keep doing it. And I don't know. I don't even know who likes it. I have yet to see a single person be like, I fucks with this shit. I haven't seen the trolls. I haven't seen a single group of people like be like, I'm on board with this. It's just Kanye by himself in a corner, and it's sad.
I mean, I see certain people still fucking with it, which are like diehard Kanye fans. All right, so those are your 2 cents. I'll jump in. I've been a lifelong Kanye super fan my entire life. I'm talking about from the moment I heard his first production on Mace's subgroup Harlem World, his like pack of like little homies named Harlem World, put out an album, and he produced on a track called You Made Me with Harlem World, which was the people that were featured on the track were Loon and Mino, featuring Nas and Carl Thomas. That was like the first Kanye track I ever heard. And I became a huge fan of him off that one track. And I've been a fan of him all the way up until the moment that he tweeted out, "Fuck Virgil." It just felt tasteless. It felt desperate, and there's just nothing about that I like. I don't like desperate people. I don't like attention whores. And so he lost me with that. Over the weekend that he dropped his album, not this weekend, weekend prior, I checked out the album. It's a really good album. It almost feels like he understood that the only way to try to win some people over is to give them the old Kanye. So like he went and just did a bunch of like college dropout type of samples, and did some Chipmunk Soul. And the music is really good, but it doesn't forgive anything that he's doing, and I don't co-sign anything that he's doing. I'm kind of done, man. I can't believe it that like my fandom is finally done, but that's where I'm at with it. I'm definitely tired of his antics. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of the clown show every time he's going to drop an album. There's other ways to get attention. There's other ways to ramp up attention for your albums. And it was like he just decided he doesn't want to invest the money. And I get it. It's expensive to do things like renting out the stadium in Atlanta or renting out the Garden in New York. It's expensive to do these campaigns that he does. But there's also other ways to go about campaigning that is smart, that could be controversial, that he could do differently and not do what he's doing. But he's doing what he's doing because he wants these thoughts out there and he wants to tell people this is the way he really feels. And that's fine. I just don't fuck with it and don't like co-sign any of it. So for me, I'm pretty much like done with like being a fan of Kanye. I definitely don't got anything to say that's like in favor of him. Yeah, work.
Nah, they make a valid point too with the marketing, because like Eminem and Dre, like, not that I know you're not the biggest M fan, but they managed to create as much hype as Kanye does with rants using some fucking Easter egg billboard and some fake website and broke the internet promoting an album. So it's like older Kanye was more creative and did creative and interesting things that were like even the stem player, like a lot of people goofed on it, but like that was a really cool idea. It might not have had the impact he was hoping for. He might not have made the money he was hoping for, but at least it was like a cool idea that maybe didn't hit the way he wanted, or at least creative. Like, you know, he was trying to fuck with technology. Like, he was trying to create ecosystems where artists could have self-sustaining playing platforms. So it was like, yeah, you got all this megalomaniac shit, but it came with like the Amazon or the something else that would like kind of justify the megalomaniac shit. And then he just kind of gave up on that stuff at one point. I don't know when. Maybe it was around the Adidas thing, but it felt like within the last 3 years, he went from, I'm trying to like do great shit for the world, to I'm gonna go fuck around the world. And just, I don't know. It's just it's just weird or sad, I guess, for me. Because I really liked him. Like, I really liked what he said he wanted to do. And then now we're here, and it's like what, 2 years? Like, even a year ago, it was like a point where it just felt like we talked about Kanye. I was
defending the fuck out of him last year after the Hitler comments. I kept on telling people that he was saying something, but people weren't paying attention because they were caught up in the actual words that he used, which is like, Hitler is not that bad type shit. But it was like, he was really just trying to say, like, I'm pretty sure that even Hitler's loved ones thought he had redeemable qualities, which is like, yeah, even murderers, literally mothers get on the news all the time and say, oh, my baby, he was a good kid. And it's like, your baby was out here murdering shit. You know what I mean? But like, they'll get on TV and defend their kids. And like, I would imagine it was the same thing for Hitler. I would imagine his wife, his kids all felt like, hey, dad or husband is like,
I don't think his wife liked
me.
him with the mistress and all, but his mistress liked him.
I mean, you don't know. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know. We don't know if like she really didn't care. You know what I mean? Or was happy that he had the mistress to keep him busy and, you know, do some of the things that she didn't want to do.
It was a very different time back then.
Point being, I'm pretty sure there was somebody on Earth who experienced Hitler and was like, man, this guy is fucking fantastic. You know what I mean? Not everybody's going to experience him and get Hitler that we all know and hate. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but like the point is, regardless of that, like, I'm done now. Lindell's in the comments. He said, Kanye's a media hoe. There's no such thing as bad publicity. He will snap out of it, but then snap back into it. It's about letting the fans come to you and not the other way around. I disagree with there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? There's lots of bad publicity. Look, I think that a lot of the young people nowadays think all attention is good attention. And it's like, nah, man, getting embarrassed on the internet for being an idiot is not a good look, no matter what era it's in.
Or even just to add to that, right?
Ray Gun is a good example of that, right? Ray Gun,
it's not good attention.
Dancer, she, you know, she fucking tried to, oh, it doesn't matter like what kind of attention, it is all good. And it's like, it's not all good. You're hated. Nobody likes you. You know what I mean? Only other privileged, entitled white people who feel bad for you for being a privileged, entitled white person feel bad for you. And that's all like, just fucking white privilege.
There's also just tons of examples. Like even if you leave hip hop on this, like the fucking lead singer of As I Lay Dying hired a hitman to kill his wife. It's hard to fuck with this Christian guy that did that after that. You know, it's just hard to fuck with the band. Like, you listen to it all and you're like, but you hired a hitman to kill your wife. I'm like, you can go through, or like, for me, like, John Lennon beat his wife. I don't know. Like, personally, I have a lot of trouble separating art and artists and shit. Like, I've never been great with that. Like, I think about that shit. And like, throughout history, it's like, there's tons of examples of really bad publicity making people not want to fuck with you no more. And so all press is good press if it's benign, I suppose, or if it's not like bad, or if it's polarizing in a goofy way. But yo, if you do some really like dumb shit, it could really hurt you, cost you money, all kinds of shit. Like, there was nothing good about Rick Ross's "You Don't Even Know It" line. That wasn't good press. It didn't help him. It, in fact, is like a stain he had to overcome for years and years and years to come. Like, to this day, there are people that's the only thing they know about Rick Ross.
Right. I always bring up the fact that Charlemagne has a rape charge on him. You know what I mean? And he got punched in the face. So it's just like, yeah, yo, there's a such thing as bad publicity. As far as he will snap out of it and snap back into it, yeah, I'm pretty sure, right? That's what he's done before in the past. And it's definitely about letting the fans come to you, not the other way around. And then Lindell just said, Flacco, I don't literally mean that. That's what the average person buys into, whether they are doing it on purpose or not. Yes. I believe you meant whether, but yes, rather works the same way as well.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, man, I think that we should leave it there, right? Like, quick 30-minute episode. Let's see how these take. Let's do a couple more of these, I think, you know? I'll hit you up if something happens in the next week before you leave. See if we do another half-hour thing. But if not,
I'm leaving Wednesday at like 6 in the morning, so that would be like if something happens tomorrow.
Tomorrow, word.
And then otherwise, I mean, what we could always test, just as a quick, is jumping on Instagram live.
We could do that
like
while you're gone.
A share shit. Like, I could go live from perspectives and whatever, and we could test some shit like that, depending on Wi-Fi.
Let's do it.
And
let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And then we can just grab that and repost. Anyway, thank y'all for coming through. Appreciate y'all for watching. Also, if you see any topics or anything out there that you think would be interesting, feel free to let us know so that we could pop in and talk about it. And, you know, Lindell, that could be a good opportunity for you to get a little quick episode on one of those topics you try to force into other topics that don't necessarily fit as snugly.
Word. Just do a 30-minute episode on one thing that you're talking about. Fact.
Or we could just do the Lindell half hour. It could be 30 minutes of Lindell.
30 minutes of Lindell stuff. Say no more. I'm down for it.
But yeah, so appreciate y'all again. I know there's a whole bunch of you here now, so if you're just coming in, you can watch the VOD after and then let us know what you think next week. Next week we're off, and then the following week we'll be back in 2 Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and run it from there. Thank you all again. Live long and prosper, everyone.
Gang, gang, gang.